Hey guys, Vince over at CG Vinyl Studio, and right now we are cutting our clear substrate. Now this substrate, right now, you see how small a sheet this is. This is actually for a client sample. And this substrate is very, very unique in the sense that, of course, you don't have to be too precise with your cuts because, again, it's a clear background. We have a lot of crafters who love this material who may not have a cutter at all and just want to trim out their graphics themselves. Superior for that. Again, we are laminated here with 3M8518 glossy over laminate. Finish is exceptional. Again, we drop our force a little bit on this one, went down to 125 grams. We do 2 passes for the client. We know he'll be real happy with these. But overall, we get a lot of different requests for clear, and there's some caveats to using it. And the biggest thing is you want to make sure that whatever you're going to apply it to has more of a solid color, because again, your color spectrum on this material is based on what you're actually applying it to, because again, it is a clear substrate. So as soon as you lift the graphic off of the backing, you'll see that the colors almost become slightly translucent, and that's totally normal. It's just the fact that you're dealing with a clear substrate. So again, if you're dealing with darker colors like we are right here, you can see these will look awesome once they're applied to a solid substrate. And that's why the white backing really helps, because again, it gives you more of a look as far as what you would actually get once it's applied. But overall, that's about the biggest caveat that you'll have. As far as clarity and color spectrum, you can see here what you have. Even his text here has more of a chrome effect to it. It came out really, really well. And of course, the Epson P7000, the color spectrum is pretty ridiculous to begin with. But regardless of what printer you're using, as long as you're using, typically the top two, a Canon or an Epson, your color spectrum is usually going to be pretty damn close. So overall, it's just a matter of what your application is. We have a lot of guys in RC that love this substrate because, again, if they don't have access to a cutter, they can make their own graphics, cut out the perimeter of them with an X-Acto knife, and they're all set. With the Summa, you can just see how fast this is. To do a sample, it's just that quick. So again, guys, I hope that this video has been helpful. Once we weed these, we'll do a follow-up video just to piece everything together, just to show you more of the color spectrum in the white light, to give you guys an idea. Thank you all for support. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to message Joanna and I. You'll see the contact information in the video. Thank you all for support. Take care. Okay, guys, this is the finished product for our client. And you can see he requested 3-inch and 2-inch versions. I always give everybody extra because, again, this is just a sample. But again, our force, you can see, was actually a little on the higher side. And even though it didn't go through the backing, we get a lot of clients talk about this, you can cut just that first layer. And again, it's all based on the pressure when we were doing the actual weed cut. Other than that, the cuts came out beautiful as always. But you can definitely see the color spectrum on the clear is really amazing. And the material itself, again with the gloss 8518, as you wiggle this, so to speak, in the white light, you can really see how glossy these are. And that's really what most of our clients are looking for, that high gloss finish, maximum protection, and again, maximum conformity. And a lot of things that aren't discussed is that whenever you apply graphics, if you're using a proper heat gun, or you have access to a proper heat gun, which most hobbyists do, you want to make sure that the heat gun is at the absolute lowest level. When I say the lowest level, probably about 160 degrees is all you need, probably even 120, to get that vinyl to conform to whatever complex curve you want, and you just smooth it out, and it really makes it for a super, super glossy finish. The big thing here is just staying with it and just taking your time, of course, but overall, you can see what you have here. I mean, they look pretty much flawless, and I know that the client will be very happy. So again, seeing this in action, showing you the different substrates we have. The next video will be more interesting, I think, because you're also going to see our aqua vinyl, which is totally in a league of all its own. But again, if you don't have access to a cutter, the clear substrate vinyl is without a doubt going to be your best friend, because again, it saves you a lot of money. You just cut your perimeter out yourself using X-Acto as close as you like, and you'll get basically the same result. If you have a vinyl cutter, it's no different than essentially cutting glossy vinyl as far as your settings. So again, it's totally up to you on what you're looking for. The big thing here is that you always have a substrate that's ready for whatever client you're looking for, because this particular client requested clear vinyl substrate, and again, we get that a lot. So having a multitude of different substrates available for whatever you require is always the way to go. Thank you guys again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.